Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here, back with a new card making video for you. And this video is part of a hop with the Lawn Fawn fans. We are a group of YouTubers who love Lawn Fawn. We get together every season and bring you ideas with the latest release. And this month we're being sponsored by the Crescent Creation Shop. The owner and operator is Neha, who's also in this hop. She has generously donated a $25 gift card to her shop. She currently ships to the US, Canada, and India. So please leave us a comment to be entered into the drawing, and your location would be helpful as well. You can see there are plenty of Lawn Fawn products in the Crescent Creation shop. There are also products from other companies as well as exclusive products from Crescent Creations. I love their embellishments. Today I'm going to be focusing on the new Build-A-Snowman die set. I love snowman and I think this is so cute. But first I want to focus on my background. So I am using this Watercolor Wishes paper pad. It's 12 by 12 and I'm using this purple piece because it's got polka dots on it in rainbow color. So I'm going to pull out this Slimline die, this scalloped one, and I'm going to just move it around right on the paper so I can figure out exactly the polka dots I want for my card. Once I figure that out, I can tape it into place. Now, this is way too big to just run through the die machine, so I will cut off either side with my guillotine style trimmer and then run it through. Now, the new universal plate system from Spellbinders actually allows you to cut slimline dies. So I'm going to use that today. It shows you right on there how you need to stack the plates, A and B and C on the bottom, and then your thing you're going to cut with the paper. And also when I am cutting something like this that's long and is straight edged, I like to run it through at an angle. So that's what I'm doing here and showing you you can fit this on the new universal plate system. So it works really well and I love having that option for my slimlines. So there you can see this all die cut out with the cute scalloped and stitched edge. So pretty. All right, I am going to splatter this with my liquid Stardust. Now mine is so low, but what I did is just sprayed a little water in the bottom and mixed it up because there was still shimmer there, and I'm able to get more life out of my almost used up liquid Stardust. And I love the little subtle shimmery elegance of snow that adds. Okay, I've got 3 slimline dies here, the stitched hillside borders, the tree border, and I want to create part of my scene. So what I need to do for my snowy hill is first die cut my vellum with my scalloped rectangle, then bring in the hillside that's going to match my forest border and make sure I get the right one, run that through, and now I've got my hillside that will line up with my scalloped edge of my background, just like that. Then I could do the same thing for my trees. Now, I actually didn't end up needing the scalloped edge on my trees, but in some cases you would, but I am going to create such a skinny little border for mine that it really doesn't matter. And then I'm bringing back that same hillside border and cutting away any excess of that green paper. I just want the trees. I don't want it to show below the vellum. So I've got this very delicate, very dainty little string of trees, and it's going to be perfect for my card today. Okay, so now more die cutting, this time the snowman. I'm die cutting them out from some white glitter paper. So the glitter on this is white glitter. It's not iridescent, so it's really perfect for these snowmen. Then I die cut out a whole bunch of the accessories and I've laid them out so I know where I want everything to go, and then I can glue them into place. Now I've kind of done a little rainbow order here. Like one snowman's going to have the pink and orange, the next will have yellow and green, and the last will have blue and purple. So I've got all the rainbow color here, and I used the textured cardstock from Lawn Fawn to cut a lot of these things out in the pastel collection. So you can see the scarf there has little polka dots on it. That's from that paper pad. And then I accented the lighter pink on the cuffs of the pink mittens is just cardstock from my stash. So I just wanted to use up a lot of the rainbow colors on this, but have it be really subtle. So I did have to trim off some pinkies of this snowman because of how I glued on the mittens over the hands, but I love that the hands can be used as they are or to hold up those mittens. So here you can see the other snowman I put together with a little sneak peek of a letter, and now I'm going to add more letters. I want to have the snowman like holding the word joy, and I just thought that would be really cute. So now that the two are done, my one that's holding the Y, it just seems like it's not going to make as much sense. But luckily I hadn't glued down that Y yet, so I was able to just slide that right out, and I'm going to put it on the second mitten of my middle snowman. But then it seemed like the guy on the end feels left out, right? So I was able to remove his arm and angle it up so it looks like he's holding hands. And by the way, I used Oliver's Stitched ABCs for those letters. It's like my favorite die cut alphabet. Love it. I have some vellum adhesive, and it worked really good in this case. On some like darker backgrounds, it shows up a little bit, but for this background, it worked really well. I also have pencil marks on my vellum where I want to glue my snowman down, so that if you see that there, that's why those are there, just a reference so I can put this together a little easier. And I also put my vellum adhesive there just in case it might show. I wanted to put it where the snowmen were going to go. So I glued down my trees, but the snowmen themselves are going to be popped up with some foam squares, and then I can just line them up right on my little Slimline scene. I love Slimline because it allows me to put several of these snowmen right on my card. And there you can see the snowman with the top hat. He's helping hold up the Y. That's so cute. And then I'm going to glue this down onto my card base. Now this card base is 8 3/4 by 7.5, scored at 3 3/4, so that my 8.5 by 3.5 inch rectangle that's scalloped will fit on there with a white edge. This will still fit in a business-sized envelope, but maybe not ones that are sold for Slimline cards, but the kind you buy like in the office supply section. So I like to do that. I have a bunch of those envelopes on hand. I stamped warm winter wishes there on my vellum. I am doing it very gently, stamped it a few times so that I had a nice crisp image with hippo ink from Lawn Fawn, and then I'm going to heat set that on the lowest setting on my heat tool and moving it really quickly and from far away just to help dry it. And now I have my sparkle glaze I'm bringing in, and I'm going to accent those letters just to help them stand out a little bit more and give them a little frosty look. I love it. And once I started this, I decided it would also be really cute to add this glaze to the cheeks of the snowman because their bodies are already glittery and it just helped them look more frosty. Okay, so I'm coming back in and adding a few more details from the die set. The heart on the first snowman, I thought the little bird would be really cute sitting on the head of the other snowman. And then I needed a little bit more detail on the top hat. And I love holly and berries for Christmas time. So we're going to add that to the hat, and I could not resist adding some more of the sparkle glaze right to the berries on that little holly. So that is the card. I had to let it set and dry. So this is several hours later. I just left and did some other things, ran to the store and came back, and now all that is dry, and you can see how it looks like frosty snow on there. It's so fun. So that is my card for today, but this is part of a hop. So you're going to want to check out the link in the description box below so you can hop along to the next stop and get more ideas with the latest Lawn Fawn release. Also, make sure you leave comments as you go to be entered into our drawing for a $25 gift card to the Crescent Creations shop. The winner will be announced on October 23rd. So stay tuned to my channel for that update. And I will see you all again very soon on the next video. Happy stamping! Bye!